It's over the network. I thought it was only when the device is directly attached, but yeah, I can definitely do that, no problem.
Connected to node 564562.
I found the package name. It's called DATV DKMS, and then I think DATV-source. Those both have to be installed.
Good evening. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, KD7CYM. The Western Washington Amateur Television Society is a group of amateur radio enthusiasts that take to the airways with digital amateur television in the DVB-T format. We transmit on 70 centimeters to a crossband repeater on Cougar Mountain, and it spits out images at 1.2 gigahertz. To find out more about our group, please Google WW7ATS. That's Google WW7ATS. That will take you to the internet to our homepage. But there you'll see the exact frequencies we transmit and receive on. Also, you'll find a link that'll take you to YouTube, where we stream our nets held Wednesdays and Saturdays between 8 and 9 o'clock. Also, we simulcast our audio on our sister station, WW7ATS, with a frequency of 147.08 with a tone of 103.5 for our nets. So with that, I'll pause in case anybody has emergency traffic or needs to make a contact before we get underway. Welcome back. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. I'm Dave, KD7CYM. Signed in via video link already is Ron, KD7QKU. Bob, K9PQ. Richard, K7ITX.
Hey.
Wade, W7ITL. Jim, N7QO. WU7N. And Carlos, 87NP. Is there anybody else wishing to check in? Hearing none, we'll start off the net with Ron, KD7QKU in Tacoma.
Okay, as soon as my picture comes up, I don't know why it's not coming up. You did a minute ago. Just slow tonight. All right, so good evening, everyone. Nice to see you. KD7QKU here in North Tacoma. So I have some interesting news. We're going to put our house up for sale in the very near future, and we're moving into a retirement community. It's close to where we live. It's called Elycio. It's pretty much run by the Lutherans. It's non-profit. They built 2 new buildings. They're 5 stories tall. They have like condominiums in them, and so we'll be independent living in the condominium room. We'll be on the 4th floor, parking in the garage. We get housekeeping, so Joanne will never have to clean a toilet or vacuum or dust again. And they have nice dining rooms, and they have a nice bistro, and they have all kind of stuff there to do. But it's a site that, as you get older and need more care, you can go to, where you need a lot of help, and then you can go to nursing homes, and you can go to whatever you need to do, and you stay right there on the same grounds. So I think it's a beautiful place. Richard can tell you all about it. His mother-in-law lives there, and his mother lived there, and they will be living there in the future. He has his name on a waiting list. So, so that's what's happening here. So we sign the papers on Monday. We'll get the key, and we'll start moving. They have people that help you move, and then we'll be having an estate sale, and then we'll be selling the house. So I don't know if I'll be able to do ATV over there. Let me drop it. Our condominium will be on the northeast corner of the building, so I look at Cougar Mountain, and we have a nice lanai, whatever you call it, balcony. I could set my antennas up there on, maybe camera tripods or something, and probably get a signal and receive a signal. But that's the living room, and so, Joanne, I don't think wants my TV cabinet here in the living room, so we'll have to see how.
Thank you, Ron. Let's pick up Bob, K9PQ in Oak Harbor. And we'll try one more time with Bob, K9PQ.
Very slow. Oh dear, I might have frozen. I'm not sure if I'm even getting through. My reception's frozen. Oh, there I see myself. Okay.
Oh, there's no audio.
Let's go with this.
W7ITL.
So I got this selfie stick out at Joseph Whidbey State Park, and before we get any further, we are very close to sunset here. So there we go. You can see the sun almost setting. And one thing that I still have to kind of get the hang of, I've got this little fob that will turn on and off the push to talk. But I think I waited too long and it went to sleep on me because I just tried it and it didn't work. So I'll try and get it woke up and working again by the next time around. I don't know where I'll be the next time around because the sun will probably be down. So I might have to find another place. But I just excited to try out a few new things here and be on location, as it were. I even have the jacket. Let me zoom way out here. I even have the jacket, kind of like the King 5 does for the storm chasers, right? So, okay.
K9PQ, thanks with that. Let's pick up Richard, K7ITX in Kent.
Okay. Well, that's what an exciting start to tonight's net. Ron's big news. just got to North Tacoma, and there he is. Now he's making another move, and like he said, he's going to Tacoma Lutheran, Alicio, where my mom lived until she went on to the Lord, and then my mother-in-law lives there now. And it's a beautiful place. In fact, we had a family reunion there Easter, and it was just a big turnout and a real nice facility, a nice gathering party room, so to speak. It was just beautifully situated. So I'm assuming you guys can hear me okay. My video might be freezing up here and there, but I think I'm doing okay on 2 meter. And Bob, pretty exciting with your man on the scene, so to speak. Especially got the jacket for it, like you're saying, and beautiful sunset. Oh my God, just beautiful sunset. So anyway, I'm real excited to see what else the net brings in store for us. I'll wait for my turn next time around. K7ITX, back to net control.
K7ITX, thanks with that. Let's pick up Wade in Tacoma, W7ITL.
All right. It looks like the audio is coming in. I see my audio showing up on the spectrograph, and okay. There was a big interference spike there. I was just saying, Ron, I know the retirement home that you're talking about. It's near our house, and my son has gone there to do Christmas carols for the folks there. So yeah, we're well acquainted with that residence. So all right, yeah, you guys might have noticed there's some differences in the audio tonight. We're doing some experimenting with a new infrastructure for the voter system for the All-Star system. So bear with us as we tune it. It might be better by next net, but it seems like audio is coming in okay. Just a little interference intermittent in there. So I have more to talk about on the next round, but I'll turn it back to our net control, Dave. This is W7ITL.
And let's pick up Jim N7QO in Covington.
N7QO. Thank you, Dave. Good evening, everyone. Wow, Ron, big change. Hope everything is okay. Hope that works out well. My wife and I honestly are investigating that ourselves. We're thinking about moving into a retirement community, but several years down the road, hopefully about a decade down the road, if we can last that long. I do remember getting something in the mail, some advertising for Alicio, so that's good that that we have an endorsement from you and from Dick as well. 4th floor, You know, all you might need is to point an antenna through that window, and then use somewhere else as your ham shack. I didn't get if you're going to be in a one-bedroom or a two-bedroom. If you have a two-bedroom, I guess one would be essentially a hobby room. And good that they help you with the move. And I missed, did you say you're moving on Tuesday? And let's see. Also, we lost all of your audio after you asked, you said something about you were going to ask Wade for some help. Bob, looking good out there on the beach, wherever you are. I missed the name of that beach, but that looks really good. And Dick, your video was solid on the television repeater. Good picture. And also your audio was solid on both a 2-meter repeater and on the television repeater. Wade, yeah, there was a momentary freeze there at the beginning of your transmission, but otherwise, absolutely perfect. And let's see what's going on around here. Today got away from me for some reason. We had someone come over, actually came over to visit a neighbor, but then we wound up spending a bunch of time with them. And I think my wife just got home a minute ago or so. Absolutely beautiful day. A lot of clear sky today during the day. Right now I'm showing 58 degrees here, just south of
Node 5645660 disconnected.
Bellevue testing 1 2 3 4 testing 1 2 3 4 testing 1 2 3 4 testing 1 2 3 4
Node 0 connected to node 564562. Remote already in this mode.
WU7N, we had a slight picture on the air for you for a while, but maybe you're still trying to reconnect. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net. On the 08 machine, I'm Dave, KD7ZYM. Well, with no response, let's go to Carlos, 87NP.
I'm clear of the TV repeater. I tried the iPhone app and didn't also get through on the other one either.
Okay. Let's see if we have audio. I think we do. Good evening, everyone. This is 87 NP from Clyde Hill on this great almost summer day. That's pretty good. And so let's go in reverse order. James, I think it was working. It was just a matter of waiting a little longer sometimes. I mean, just reminding that everyone that is watching on the stream, probably there's a delay of about 5, and then in some cases, if they are streaming and receiving at the same time, might be from 5 to 10 seconds. And so there won't be an immediate reaction, so we'll have to be a little more 10 to 15 seconds for someone that's on the stream to receive the message, and then we start seeing on the different channels. So think about it like we're running Artemis 3, you know, this is a man on the moon mission, and it's going to take a while for all these signals to go through all these different channels. And James, because I did hear you earlier when you were trying out the system, and it was working just fine then. We are definitely seeing some interferences on the repeater tonight. I think, Ron, that's what happened on your signal when you're transmitting, and then the video disappeared. On Jim, all good copy. Again, let me know when your method of choice between phones and PCs. Always happy to help you set up. Wade, good copy, but also the same issue. Also the same issue when you started transmitting. There was an interference, the same interference that Ron had, so that got more complicated. And I'll follow up here on the on the Azure portal. So this has 2 cores right now. But I think we would try the kernel first and then the cores later, because otherwise it's going to keep adding on the credits. Richard, your audio was coming by 2 channels. So this was the time that the audio from your PC was also coming through, and one of them, but your PC was sending audio also, so there was both coming from the PC and the 2 meters, but everyone only heard that in the beginning because I was able to cut that manually at the repeater side so that there wasn't this duplication. Bob, I have an idea for you. We're going to do some WW7 ATS patches and put this in the jackets so that when you go out there, and I think it's both on the jacket and the microphone, you need that kind of cover on the microphone that just says WW7 ATS so that you can go and interview people while you're there in the beach. So that's going to be good. And thank you for the suggestion on the feature for turning up the PTT remotely. So Lee, you might also be aware, I pushed a new version for Android today based on Bob's request that this remote camera buttons that you can buy for low cost, they basically take a picture based on actuating the volume up, and so Bob wanted to try with a selfie stick and this remote take photo button. And I've wired that on the Android app to also turn on the PTT and turn off the PTT. So if you have one of those lying around, Lee, you might want to also play with it. And going all the way back, Ron, congratulations on big decision. It seems like you won't be going very far, so close by. That's great. So now we need to figure out how many more M radio operators you'll make at the place, and how many more club members you'll bring into the group. It's going to be a mix of Corvette members and Amateur Television Society members. I think that's it for now. I'll give some more details about what's new going on. I don't think I've touched much the applications, but Wade and I have been working on trying to make it better on the audio side. So I know it's a little scratchy on 2 meters. Hopefully not noticeable on the stream, but we'll figure out. I think Lee is next, so we'll hear from Lee. Sending it back to Dave, Net Control from 87 NP in Clyde Hill.
NP, thanks for that. This is Dave, KD7ZYM. Well, here in Lake City, I got 58 degrees and sunny outside, but it's really kind of not sunny, it's sunset, I might say. That's for me. I got out a little bit of exercise today, made it out to the post office, then came home and spent probably about 3 hours on YouTube looking up some stuff. So it was kind of fun doing that. So anyway, that's what's happening here in Lake City. And the net acknowledges Lee, N7KC has signed in, but first we'll have Ron, KD7QKU, then followed by Lee, N7KC. Ron, what say you?
Okay, well, I think we skipped Lee, but I guess you'll work him in. So let's see, Jim, it's a 2-bedroom condominium, and the living room has the windows that face outside. So my TV equipment would have to be in the living room. I don't know if that'll work or not. We'll have to see when we get there. So it was nice to see Bob's pictures, that's for sure. And I think the timer on the 2 meter is shorter than it used to be. I timed it out apparently, and then Jim in 7QO timed it out. And I noticed that when Carlos is on, on the screen there's a green and a red dot, and then all of a sudden it'll time out. There is a timer, and you can see it count down, and then all of a sudden you can't hear Carlos, and then about it, I don't know, 10-second delay or something, and then he comes back on, and he has another minute and a half or whatever it is. Yeah, it was a beautiful day. So anyway, enjoyed that. It's nice to see everybody, and Richard was telling me before Net that apparently there was, I can't say what it is. Richard can tell us. A dinner, and there was some shooting. So anyway, I'm just gonna I was told, you talk about other members, I was told, I better let it drop. Told that there was one other ham that lives there, so I'll have to meet the other ham and see what he does. He doesn't live, I don't think, in the building I live in. There's apartments, 6 flexes, and then 2 buildings that have apartments, and then the one that we have is sort of condominium. Two of those buildings. So anyway, lots to do there. So we'll have to see how it all shakes out. And Jim, when we make a down payment, then we can get the key, and then we have 60 days to sell our house and get all moved in. So anyway, back to net, KD7QKU.
KD7QKU, thanks for that. Now to Port Angeles to Lee, N7K.
There we go. I think something's happening. I call letters. Okay, there we go. Well, very good. Oops. A little blinking here. Not to call letters saying stable, but I don't have any. There we go. Video's back. Okay. We're very good. N7KC in Port Angeles. Good evening, all. Ron, that was a big announcement you made there at the beginning. My word. But I get it. Now I understand perfectly well. And I'm sure you'll figure out something radio-wise. Bob, that was quite nice. I thought that was pretty slick there, what you did out on the beach. I got it all. James, by the way, the audio is very interesting. Very good, actually. The interesting thing so far is that Carlos's audio does not have that little hum at the base of it, like everybody else's. Possibly I have it. Too. It shows up on the spectral display, and when Carlos was on, it was perfectly silent. So that might help identify where it is in the system. Let's see what else. Beautiful day. If it doesn't rain in the next handful of days, like what is it? I guess Yes, Thursday is the last day of April. And it doesn't look like we got any rain coming, so we're going to be about half of our average April rainfall. We were about half of January, about half of February. We were over our average in
N7KC, thanks for that. N7KC. Lee, your audio was sort of scrambled in Echolink and then motorboating, so the picture came across good, but the audio somehow went south. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society Net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, KD7ZYM for an ID. Let's go to Bob, K9PQ in Oak Harbor.
Node 564560 disconnected. Node 564.
And it appears we've lost communications with Bob at this point. So let's see if Richard is with us. K7IT. There's Bob.
Okay, well,
so we'll take him.
I appear to be transmitting, although I saw WU7N up there, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I'm waiting to see my picture come up, so please bear with me. If you do hear me, I'm waiting to see the signal. It is dusk, the sun is down, I'm going to have to leave soon. And I honestly don't know if I'm getting through. I don't know what's going on. I see no picture. So I'm going to try turning off the push.
K9PQ, good picture, good audio. Let's move on to Richard, K7ITX.
Okay, stand by. Bring up my video. All right. So yeah, Bob, when you said you didn't know if you were getting out, well, no, you were getting out. You had a beautiful picture, just crystal clear, and your audio was excellent. So even though you didn't know it, you were doing just fine. So anyway,
And the best way for me to copy Lee was on his Discord. That obviously is just fine, and so I was able to hear about the invasion of the goldfinch, the little itty bitty yellow birds. I don't have goldfinch, but I have finches, and we're going to have to put up some scarecrows or scare owls because we just planted millions of grass seed in the front and the back of our property, and the last thing we want is for these little guys to be feasting on everything.
But yeah,
gee whiz, what a beautiful day. Oh my God, unbelievable. I was kind of in recovery mode from my dialysis at the kidney center last night, so I usually have a hard time sleeping, and so the beautiful weather really helps take the edge off of the hangover effect. That's for darn sure. And wouldn't you know it, there's a baseball game to listen and watch with the Mariners playing in St. Louis today.
I gave
up on them when the score was 7-4. I just didn't think they would be able to come back. But then I began listening later on around 1 o'clock, and I'll be darned if it wasn't tied. I think it was 9-9, and so I paid attention, and wouldn't you know, they pulled it out. The Mariners beat St. Louis 11-9. They scored 2 more runs in the 8th inning. You know, and here's the cool thing about that game. The cool thing was the fact that St. Louis got 5 home runs. 5 home runs, but they still lost the game. So, I don't know. I think that says something about... and the other nice thing is the Mariners used every single player on the team. To the point where they even had a rookie from the minor leagues, his first at-bat in the big show today, and what's he do? He gets a home run himself. So the ball was going on. It was a lively ball in St. Louis today, let me tell you that. It was a little unusual, but it was fun to, at least if you're a Mariners fan, to listen to the end of the game. It was pretty exciting. So, with that, I'll just pass it on. What a great net tonight. K7ITX, back to net control.
K7ITX, thanks for that. Let's go to Tacoma to Wade, W7ITL.
This is W7ITL here in Tacoma. It's getting a little dark out. I might turn on my lights on the next round if we get around to me. So, yeah, lots of interesting things happening with everybody tonight, and moving forward with changes. Yeah, today I went to the Radio Club Tacoma for a short while, for about an hour, visit with some folks, and then before that I went to and helped out my brother and my sister-in-law with their house move. We moved a bunch of things, a refrigerator, couches, credenzas, tables, everything you can think of. Yeah, I'm a little worn out, to be honest, but recovering nicely now. Have some potential changes to be going up at Cougar, not for this repeater, but for our 70 centimeter repeater. I got a new All-Star interface that I'm going to be testing out up there, help out with some of the audio quality, and hopefully help out with interference. Yeah, that's about what I got going on for the week and this evening. So I'll turn it back to our net control, Dave. This is W7ITL.
W7ITL, thanks for that. Let's go to Jim in Covington, N7QO.
N7QO. Thank you, Dave. Well, someone mentioned that I timed it out, and it looks like the timeout timer is a little bit shorter than it used to be. Thank you for mentioning that. I will reset sometime after. I'll go to like 2 minutes here. Well, Jim, we saw your picture and heard you on the television repeater several times saying test. Apparently you couldn't quite tell that you were transmitting for sure, but anyway, you were getting out there. Carlos, new version for Android. I actually looked. I have an old Android phone. Well, getting Wi-Fi over here is another matter, but I don't remember which version you said we need. Was it 8? But whichever it was you said, I remember I checked, and my phone does not have that version. I don't remember what it has. But so the whatever you did with the Android changed, is that is it going to be the same? Requires Android which version to operate? Let's see. Ron, yeah, that sounds good. 2-bedroom. That sounds real good. And 2 months. After down payment, that sounds good. You'll be around here for a while. Good. Lee, good picture from you. I saw your lips moving, but poor audio, like Dave said. Bob, good transmission. We know that you need to leave there. Thank you for doing the remote. Let me reset. And Dick, the Mariners beat St. Louis, even though St. Louis got 5 home runs. They still lost. Gee, that's too bad. Wade, still busy with amateur radio. New All-Star machine for 70 centimeters. Thank you for doing that. One other thing before I forget. I meant to say this earlier in the net, but tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Seattle time on National Geographic Channel, they are going to do a show called Sky King, and it is a special about a fellow who, I don't remember when it was, 2024, maybe 2023. You may remember he stole an airplane from SeaTac Airport, a passenger turboprop, and wound up crashing it down somewhere down south of us. Anyway, I thought some of you may be interested if you're in particular interested in aviation type stuff. It sounds like it might be rather interesting to watch. Tomorrow night, 10 p.m. on the National Geographic Channel. Back to you, Dave, and 7QO.
N7QO, thanks for that. Let's move on to James again. WU7N.
Trying again here to see if I can hear myself. This time I heard myself just fine on 2-meter output. Well, I'm gonna flip the camera here. Oh, before I go to show and tell. Congrats to Ron on your new living space. I'm sure that'll work out well for you. For the sunset. A lot of other things going on. Richard, good to see you on the net. Well, here I'm gonna flip right here. That didn't work. Flipping the here. And you may recall that I got a dollar frequency counter off Amazon. And then notice there was this little adjustment screw in the back next to the 200 megahertz crystal, which could account for why it didn't even seem to be very close. So here's the solution. I'm gonna try and see. I haven't even that's how new this is. Just got it today. And see if I can get this to work. It's a GPS, globe positioning satellite disciplined oscillator. It puts out a 10 megahertz sine wave. A couple buttons on here. I don't really understand. There's button and a load save. If anybody has any.
WU7N here. Dave, how's the audio now? Okay, this is WU7N. Well, anyway, a couple buttons on here I don't quite understand. Of course, there's no instructions that come with it. That would be no fun at all. And Dave is on the air, so WU7N.
WU7N, this is Dave, KD7CY, and I jumped the gun a little bit on you. Your audio also has some motorboating going on and with an echo in the background, just like Lee's. Don't know why that was happening. You were coming through good. Digital TV audio was fantastic. It's when it got over to 2 meters, it got scrambled. So let's go to 87 NP in Clyde Hill.
Okay, image is on the air. Audio is going through the 2 meters. So I think we're back working. Very good, good copy, everyone. And Bob continued to do a good transmission. And I think as long as you see that signal saying that you're on the air, it seems like you should be able to trust it. Otherwise, it will fail and will disconnect, and it will give you an error. So even if you're not watching your own transmission, because of course, depending on the for sure on the Lee audio, Lee, this might be based on the camera that you're using. There's a situation. Oh, you want to say hi? You want to say hi, Frankie? Come here. Let's say hi. You're going to say hi? You're going to say hi there? You're going to say hi. Okay. Thank you, Frankie. Okay, this is dog participation day. You don't have a call sign, Frankie. You got to go. And so as I was saying, sometimes on some of the Windows cameras that have a lower frame rate, it causes this to the audio. I have one here that used to do the same. So Lee, we should probably figure it out on the next. But definitely, I think by now the Android is probably more reliable than depending on the camera that you use. The integrated cameras into the laptop do a good job, but some of the external cameras not so much. And regarding the different activities, so I've been I've been working on kind of trying to get my solar cooker up in the air, and I need to build a plate adapter that has the same hole pattern, and then it can hold the dish. And so this afternoon I've been kind of the agent of the moment, and I think this is what I come up with. It's going to be a H design to go and hold the back of the circle. And this would be a 5mm depth aluminum, and I'm going to send this. There's a company called Send Cut Send, and you can basically send the part that you want in whatever type of metal, and they will send it back to you with proper holes and threads if you need it, and that's going to be my my project. I hope to have the 1.5 meter dish up and running in June, so that's my deadline. And then I will have both the 1.2 gigahertz and the 10 gigahertz, so that's the plan. Very good. I think I'm going to call it a night, so this is probably my last transmission. Thank you very much, everyone. And Ron, let us know if you need help moving stuff. Always ready to help. You're not that far. And that will be it. And again, thank you, Dave, for running the net. And we'll keep working on the details. Thank you very much. Back to Dave Net Control from 87 NP in Clydesdale.
87 NP, thanks for that. This is Dave, KD7ZYM. And again, many, many thanks to Carlos for all of the software development that he's doing to get interfaced with our transmitter up on Cougar Mountain, utilizing the internet and different devices from telephones to laptops. So anyway, great accomplishments going on that way. And I'm going to send it back up to Ron, KD7QKU, for a final.
Okay. Ron here, KD7QK. Well, I'm just going to say 73s. It's nice seeing everybody, and thanks for running the net, Dave, and thanks, Carlos, for your offer to help. I appreciate that, and everyone have a good weekend. KD7QKU.
KD7QKU, thanks for that. This is Dave, KD7ZYM. I'll pause in case anybody would like to come back or have anything else to say before we sign off the net. Again, this is Dave, KD7ZYM, and this finalizes the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, KD7ZYM. Good evening all at 9 o'clock.
Good night, everybody. Carlos, I'll hit you up on Discord. W7I Tail Clear.